Will Jimmy Garoppolo be the 49ers quarterback next season, or will there be a replacement, and why? Jose, why don't you start this one?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty set on him being the quarterback. I mean, even before all these Deshaun Watson rumors came out, I kind of felt like once the season ended, it's like I see them moving on. I wouldn't, of course, I wouldn't be shocked, but I was always having it. I'd say it was like 70-30. It's Jimmy Garoppolo staying, and now look, we're already halfway through February, and I think it's like at least 80-20 that in favor of him staying, because any move from upgrading for him, number one, the only route the 49ers are going to take is if they already have a replacement on board. That seems like the most logical, standpoint that any team would do. But it's just the fact that the 49ers don't take risks like that. And, if you look at their past risks that they've already taken, like trading a second and signing D4 to that lucrative deal that now they're paying for it. I just don't see them doing much in terms of looking for upgrades, like whether it's with the 12th pick or signing a free agency, because a lot of that it's going to be hefty risk that's going to be put on their shoulders. And at least if they know, hey, if we roll out with Jimmy, we're not going to be as much of the hot seat. Our seat might be a little bit warmer, but we can just scapegoat him at the end and just run it back in 2022. So I just think they just feel like, hey, we're sticking with them. If we can see there's an opportunity to get Deshaun or whoever, depending on the right value or the right risk, then we'll take it. But other than that, I just feel like the 49ers aren't a team that's going to swing for the fences. You have the Rams who just love going for out of the park swings, and the 49ers like, hey, if we can bunt on here and make up for it, then we'll do it. So I just think it just seems soon obvious, knowing that the way this team operates, that it's going to be Garoppolo again.
As of February 18th, I would say that it's probably going to be Jimmy Garoppolo as the starter next year. But the way the offseason's working, and I think you can't really sign guys till March 17th, around there. It could change. Yeah. It's been changing every week. I did not think the Eagles would get any picks for Carson Wentz because I just don't think he's worth anything more than a 5. And they got more picks, so that took the Colts really out of the market. But now it's kind of what's New Orleans going to do? And they're not Jimmy Garoppolo contenders, but what are they going to do? Are they going to have to trade up? What's Chicago going to have to do? There's plenty of ways to move on from Garoppolo, but I'd say as of today, he's probably the guy. But I think they still have to get someone to compete with him, whether that be a rookie, a Fitzpatrick, a Jacoby Brissett, which will obviously be too much money to invest in 2 quarterbacks, $30 million for those guys added together, of Garoppolo and Brissett. But that's still something that you got to consider. You got to have 2 guys, and I don't know if they want Mullins as the second guy,
especially coming off an injury. Look, I think I would have agreed with you guys. I was right there with you guys until this morning, until Carson Wentz got dealt. And then to me, it was I felt like I had an epiphany. I was like, okay, like this is exactly what the Niners are hoping will happen. And if they could get that, the 3 with the conditional 2, that could become a 1, so they could say they got a first-round pick for Jimmy, I think they would do it. So to me, what they're doing, they haven't gotten that offer yet. Philly got it. The Niners haven't gotten that offer yet. And so what is the holdup? Obviously, everyone knew that the Eagles were going to send Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. Like, that was obvious with the Frank Reich connection. Yeah, it took a little while. Everyone knows the Niners should probably send them back, Jimmy Garoppolo, back to the Patriots. So what's the holdup? To me, it's Mac Jones. It's the fact that Mac Jones' stock is climbing. He went to Alabama. There's the Saban-Belichick connection. If Saban likes Mac Jones, Belichick probably will like him too. And maybe Belichick thinks, I like Jimmy Garoppolo, but he's 28, 29. He's been through what he's been through in San Francisco. I'd have to pay more than I'd like to, trade more than I'd like to. Why don't I just get young Jimmy G? I think there's a lot of similarities between those two, and take Mac Jones at 14. That puts the Niners in a bind. So here's what I think the Niners are going to do. And this is my February 18th prediction. I think the Niners are going to draft Mac Jones with the 12th pick. I just think they will. I think Kyle Shanahan's going to like him and see some Kirk Cousins in him. I think he's going to see Jimmy Garoppolo with a better deep ball. I'm sorry to rain on your parade, but I think Kyle's going to like Mac Jones much more than we do. And he's going to ace out Bill Belichick for him, and then he'll have some leverage to trade Jimmy G back to the Patriots then. Does that sound plausible at all?
If Belichick likes him, he's going to get him, I think.
They'll trade up. They'll make it happen.
Belichick
they won't just leave that to chance. Yeah. Unless he just doesn't think that the Niners would be interested in Mac Jones, and that just shocks everyone. Would that shock you if the Niners took Mac Jones at 12?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think
I
it'll be a
mean,
bad move.
yeah.
I think it'll be
Yeah,
a bad move.
12.
Yeah. But I think that's where this is going. But maybe the Niners will offload Jimmy Garoppolo before then, and they won't have to make a huge, giant mistake.